Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 3rd of September. Reading through Paul's first letter to the Corinthians with McShane, we read chapter 8 today, where Paul deals with food sacrificed to idols. And he says to the Corinthians, we know that idols are nothing. They are blocks of wood, bits of stone, there's nothing about them. And therefore, he says, it makes no difference whether food's been sacrificed to them or not, you can eat it. He says, this we know. But he then says in verse 9, be careful, however, that the exercise of your rights does not become a stumbling block to the weak. And the point he's making, he goes on and he says that there are still a lot of people that have been so involved with idolatry and idol worship in the past that they still carry that with them. And for them, food sacrificed to an idol, there's something about it, and it becomes a stumbling block for them. And they might end up reparticipating in idol worship. And so therefore, for you to exercise your right to eat what you like becomes a problem for the other Christian. And in verse 13, he says, therefore, if what I eat causes my brother or sister to fall into sin, I will never eat meat again, so that I will not cause them to fall. And his point is really that we need to think of other people and look after them and do the loving thing. The loving thing isn't to serve myself. The loving thing is to serve them. And in the world today where we hear time and again, it's my right. I have the right to. There's no reason why I shouldn't. It's all about me and mine. And Paul's saying, no, it's about the community. It's about the others. And we've got to show love to people. And therefore, he says, if what I do is going to cause problems for them, I won't do it. And I may have mentioned before, I had a good friend who was a priest in a mining town. And he just said that when he saw the damage that alcohol did in the community, he wouldn't touch alcohol at all. He said there's nothing wrong with it. He's quite happy for people to drink. He recognizes Scripture doesn't forbid it. But, he says, when it causes the damage he saw, and he knew that if he was drinking, it would be an encouragement to other people, he therefore was completely teetotal while he ministered in that community, because he didn't want to cause any of them to fall. And that really is a position we have to take in all sorts of ways. We have rights, and as Christians we know that we worship, there's one God and one Lord. Everything else is meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. But that still doesn't mean we have total freedom to do what we like. We're told by Jesus, love your neighbor, love the people around about you. If there's this love among you, they'll know you're my disciples. And so we always need to ask ourselves, not just what may I do, what can I do, but what is the loving thing to do. And that's what we need to do. Be challenged by that thought to know as we walk with Jesus, we're blessed.